What's up? So this is the 03 Maxima that I recently picked up. I'm going to do something really simple today. I'm going to swap on some horns from a 350Z. They have a different tone, like a deeper tone. And the Maxima horn is just sounds like one of them is like out or acting up. It doesn't even sound right. Anyway, the horns reside right in here. And there's one. There's the other. And it's just one bolt. Super simple, one bolt, one plug, one connector, and you're done. We also did recently valve covers, gaskets, coils, and spark plugs because the car was misfiring. Now it runs pretty smoothly. I still got some codes. Sometimes it still bogs down a little bit on hard throttle, so there's still some bugs to work out, but it's running well enough to get around. So this is really easy. It'll just take a few minutes. I don't have enough space to get in here with a socket wrench. I tried it, doesn't fit. You know, with the bumper, I could probably pull this out of my way maybe, but I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna use this 8mm, get in there, loosen these up, and then replace them. Okay, so it's still gonna hang by that cable. Just a little 8mm bolt and the cable that connects it, that just unplugs by hand. Alright, so I needed both hands to do that. I had to put the phone down, but all you do is press in this little tab in the middle and pull it off, and it just pulls off of that. Now if we look at the other horns, we'll just plug that wire in here and we'll bolt it up to the rear. You can see where the horn sits on top of this metal bracket, which this one already has on it, so I'm just going to take the bracket off of this and then just stick it onto the bracket on the inside. So I don't really need the brackets that are already on here. I just went ahead and plugged it in, plugged one in, unplugged the other Maxima horn I didn't take out yet. I'm just going to test, see if the one horn is working before I bolt it down. Alright, so it was kind of odd. I did the test of one horn and I had nothing. So then I was like, okay, maybe I blew a fuse or something. I'll just put them in and then check the fuses. So they're both in now, fully connected, tightened up. And now they both work. So I don't know if it just wanted both of them in there or what the deal is, but they are working now. So we're good to go. Anyway, simple mod. I like the tone better. It's more of a deep tone. The stock tone of these horns is like, these 02, 03 Maximas is like really high pitched. And if that's what you like, then keep them. Doing the brakes on the Maxima. Got me some cheap stuff. I forgot what brand it is. Show me what I gotta do in the back.
Well,
or what you're doing.
Basically, some cars come with the rear disc calipers and all that, and they have the parking brake on the caliper. So the cable comes up in through here, pulls on this guy, and then screws the caliper in. That's how it holds. So it doesn't rely on brake pressure or brake juice pressure. It relies on mechanical pressure. So with that being said, when you change brake pads and rotors and all that business, you have to retract the caliper back in, and how you do it is with a special tool, and it basically turns it all the way back in.
So in the front where you use the big clamps, on the back you can't do that?
Yeah, no, because this is mechanical. It's screwed in.
Okay.
And the front is pushed by juice.
Okay.
So there's juice brakes, mechanical brakes, and then air brakes, but you don't have air brakes for the other part.
It's got a shitload of rust falling off of it. It's just flaking off.
See how it turns back in?
Yeah.
But the reason why this is like this is so that it keeps constant pressure, so it actually turns it back in.
Okay.
So, you
So
know.
is it locking in on that thing?
Well, see the little grooves that are in here, and then this tool's got this plate, and then
Right.
when you turn this, watch the caliper will turn in.
Right.
And then you keep turning, and then you adjust it out and keep the constant pressure on it. It's really good that you keep the constant pressure on it. And if they don't turn back in, you got bad calipers. That's the long and the short of it.
How do you know when it's it'll just stop you? You know you're done.
It'll kind of bottom out a little bit, but you don't want to force it and keep going in, because that's when you break them. But there we go. That's it. It's done.
Oh, so these little things lock in, these two little
Yeah.
tabs.
Yeah. Like if you look here on this kit, there's multiple different, you know, ways of doing it. There's like, now, this is an expensive kit. I mean, I wouldn't say it's expensive, but Harbor Freight's got the exact same thing for less money.
Right.
And then you can buy, or you can go to AutoZone and get the ones that fit on a 3/8 ratchet. They are like a universal, but I don't recommend those because they don't work.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they do, but I don't intend on fighting it.
I'm gonna clean up the calipers so we can paint them. The wire brush. When we get to that, you need both hands. Cleaned up the calipers. Hit them with the wire brush. Painted them with some silver caliper paint. Now I'm gonna pull everything apart and start. We're gonna paint this black, this piece, the bracket. Then we're gonna take everything off and swap the rotors and pads. Alright, so we went ahead and finished the brakes up. I forgot my camera with the tripod, so it got a little cumbersome trying to film with the phone and work. So we just went ahead and knocked it out quick. But these are R1 Concepts. Got them off eBay. They weren't the cheapest, but they were cheaper. And I just wanted, as far as slotted only, I just wanted slotted only. So that's what these are. They come all black, and then obviously when you drive, the black will come off the face of the rotor. But we pulled, well, actually the calipers for the front, we just blocked off everything with a plastic bag and painted the caliper silver. The bracket, you can't see this one, but the brackets we painted black. And the rears, we took it all off and painted same thing. Caliper silver and the bracket black. And then this one rear didn't want to come off. We thought it was seized, the caliper, but we put some PB blaster or something similar in there. Let it sit for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then went at it again and eventually moved. We were able to do this one as well. So all in all, not too bad. These rotors were shot, the original ones that were on here. I had tons of wobble, especially like over 40, 50 miles per hour, and I braked. Got like a violent shake in the front. They were just, I don't know what kind of rotors they were, but just regular, you know, regular surface rotors. They were just warped like crazy. Did the little stuff like the side markers, and put the LEDs in. Swapped out the tail lights for the 2000, 2001s. And what else? Oh, this thing needs a clutch still. The clutch is shot. It's been shot since I got it. I'm trying to remember what else. I think that's about it for now. All right, well, I'll check you guys out in the next one. All right, tell us what we have in your silver Maxima since you've taken delivery.
Yeah, we got the OBS exhaust. I didn't put the headers on. I just went cat back just for now because when we do the swap, it'll be easy to do the headers and stuff then. But this is all, technically these are all the parts that were left over from the white Max. So basically everything from the white car lives again.
Right.
We're living and roaring and driving down the road.
And the coilovers?
Yep, the coilovers, making coilovers, adjusted out perfectly because they were on the white car. Right,
so they're
good.
set just the way they were set before.
Yep, I didn't mess with them when I put them in.
You shouldn't have to do anything with them.
They even track straight, but they're gonna have to go for an alignment, just to be sure.
Show us the radiator support.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. So I took the front bumper off, took the core support out, the cross member out, and this is our radiator core support. It's done. When we took the bottom plastics off, there was nothing even holding the cross member in. It was just hanging. And,
Yeah.
you know, from day one when we drove the car, we kept hearing like a bumping sound, and I bet you that was that bouncing around the place. So.
Yeah.
But we're gonna cut this out right here, cut this all out, get it all nice and fresh.
You gonna cut just the middle section, or are you gonna cut?
Well, we're gonna cut this piece out here, all the rock. This
Right.
is up to here.
Right.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen the ambient temperature. We're gonna undo that, and then I'm not gonna put in a factory piece. We're just gonna put a piece of angle on both sides and basically make it stronger than what it came from the factory. It's not ideal, but it'll work.
It'll probably be stronger than the factory piece. I know you could buy that piece.
Yeah, and then we'll paint it. And then once I get that piece in and I get all this cut out, we're gonna put some OSPO in it and leave it sit overnight and then wash it off.
Okay.
So.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. But we're getting there. Making progress.
Yeah. So then it's a swap, and then it's, you said you're getting some like energy suspension stuff. And
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the energy suspension underneath it. Nothing major. I'm not doing solid now.
Right. You're just gonna do a little bit to have fun.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, I'll let you bring it down and start it up. Look what came out of the exhaust when you hit the gas. Yeah, more came out. There's a bunch of shit in there. Bunch of dust bunnies or some shit.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Need some rats to trying to make some nests in there.
That ain't good. When you hit the gas, the whole exhaust is kind of dancing a little bit. Well, at least it sounds better.
Actually, a lot quieter than I remember it being.
Yeah, it wasn't super loud.
Those cats were shot. They were melted. I bet you that's Nelson's problem.
That's holding his car back.
His whole car back.
You can feel it in this one when you press the gas. Kind of hits a wall.
I don't know. Rex must have made a nest in there.
Man, that ain't good.
Well, the reason the exhaust is moving is because the engine's moving. There's no
Right.
cross member.
Everything's kind of.
That's why I didn't want to rev on it, because I don't want the engine to torque too far backwards and forward.
Yeah. Stockity stock. Woo, we love Nissan Maximas. Can't get enough of them.